Welcome to Magical Fairy Stories. Get ready for a magical ride. In a village, there lived a poor woodcutter. He spent the whole day cutting wood in the forest and earned just enough money so that his wife and children could eat bread once a day. Sometimes his wife and children went to sleep hungry. The woodcutter had 2 daughters and 1 son. But all of them were very beautiful and well-mannered. They always obeyed their parents. The eldest daughter was extremely beautiful and obedient. Her name was Sonia. One day, it was the rainy season. Clouds had covered the sky and there was darkness everywhere. Suddenly, there was a light knock on the door. The wife said, "It seems some traveler is caught in the storm." Both husband and wife went near the door and asked, "Who is it?" But when no one replied, they opened the door. There stood a white bear. The woodcutter said, "In such a dark and stormy night, how can I help you?" The bear replied, "The thing is, I am completely alone and I need a companion. And you are very poor. You need wealth. If you hand over your youngest daughter Sonia to me, I will give you so much wealth that you and your other children will live a very comfortable life." The woodcutter became thoughtful and then said, "Are you telling the truth? I will ask my daughter. If she agrees, then I will accept your word." The next day, the woodcutter gathered his children and told them about the bear's condition. But Sonia was as brave as she was beautiful. She decided to go with the bear so that her family could live a life of ease and comfort. The bear filled the woodcutter's house with wealth and carried Sonia on his back toward the forest. He kept walking and walking until he reached near a mountain. He went forward and came close to a tall rock and knocked on it. Sonia was shocked when she saw a small door open in the rock. Inside, there was a huge palace, just like a king's palace. The palace was decorated with shining things of gold and silver. Precious curtains were hanging on the walls, and golden and silver items were everywhere. Sonia stared in amazement at all this. "All this is yours," the bear said to Sonia. Then they went into a decorated room and ate food. The food was so delicious that Sonia had never tasted such food even in her dreams. It was night. Sonia was tired and sleepy. Then the bear said, "Take this bell. Whatever you need, just ring it. When you ring it, that thing will come to you by itself." As soon as Sonia rang the bell, she found herself in a beautiful golden room. But there was no candlelight in the room. Sonia lay on the bed. She felt that someone came and lay on the bed beside her. Because of the darkness, Sonia could not see his face. Sonia was very happy with this life. She had a beautiful palace, fine clothes, and delicious food. There was every kind of comfort. But she missed her parents and brother and sister very much. One day the bear said, "Don't be sad. I will surely let you meet your parents. But promise me that you will not talk to your mother in private. Whenever you speak, it must be in front of your brother and sister." Sonia promised, and the bear took her to her home. When she reached home, she was very happy because now the condition there had changed. Her parents and sibling wore fine clothes and ate good food. One day her mother called Sonia close and asked her about the bear. Sonia told her mother everything and said, "My big wish is that I could see his face at night. But he leaves before morning. I live alone in such a big palace." Her mother said, "At night, when you go into the room, take a candle with you. When the bear falls asleep, light the candle and see his face. But be careful that no drop of wax falls and wakes him up." Sonia agreed to her mother's advice. One day, when the bear came to take Sonia, she sat on his back. As they were going through the mountain path, the bear asked, "You didn't talk to your mother in private, did you?" Sonia lied, "No, not at all. Then they reached the palace again. After dinner, Sonia went to her room to sleep. Like every night, someone came and lay down on the bed beside her. When he began to snore, Sonia quietly got up, took out the candle from her pocket, and lit it with a match. My God! How handsome a prince he is! Sonia's hands began to shake. Unfortunately, a drop of wax fell on the prince's hand. He woke up in shock and said, "What have you done? If you had been patient just one more night, the spell would have broken, and I would have become a prince forever instead of a bear. But you did not listen to me." Sonia was stunned. Then the prince explained, "My stepmother had put a spell on me. In the day, I become a bear, and at night I turn into a prince. Tonight was the last night. If you had not looked at me, tomorrow the spell would have ended, and then I would have married you. But now nothing can be done. I must go to my stepmother's palace. There lives a princess with a nose 1 feet long. I have to marry her." Sonia begged to go with him, but the prince refused. He said, "That sorceress will cast a spell on you too. I must go alone." Sonia said, "Then at least give me your address. I will find you myself." The prince sadly replied, "There is no way, no address to this palace. I only know that far beyond the moon and sun is the palace where my stepmother lives." Sonia kept crying until she fell asleep. In the morning, there was no palace, no prince. She was lying alone in a deserted forest. Sonia was as brave as she was beautiful. She said, "I will surely go to the prince's palace." She kept walking, hungry and thirsty. After a long distance, she saw a garden of silver apples, where a witch playing with 3 silver apples greeted her and asked, "Do you know where that palace is, far beyond the moon and sun, where the princess with the 1-foot-long nose lives, and where the prince is forced to marry her?" The witch asked, "So, are you the bride of that prince?" Sonia replied, "Yes, if I find the prince, I will surely become his bride." "Please tell me, do you know him?" The witch said, "I only know as much as you know. No more. Maybe my sister can help you." Sonia asked, "Where is your sister?" The witch said, "She lives hundreds of miles away on a mountain. Take my silver horse. It will take you there. When you reach, whisper in its ear, 'Go back to your master.' Then it will return to me. Take the silver apple also. It will help you." Sonia thanked the witch and rode off. The witch's horse flew like the wind. After some time, she saw a garden of golden apples, where a witch playing with 3 golden apples. Sonia greeted her and asked about the prince. The witch laughed and asked, "Do you want to become his bride?" Sonia replied, "Yes. If I find him, I surely will. Please tell me the way." The witch said, "I know only as much as you know. But maybe my sister knows more. Take my golden horse and this golden apple. It will help you." Sonia rode this horse, which was even faster than the first one. At last, she reached a place where she saw a garden of diamonds apples, where a witch playing with 3 diamonds apples. Her teeth were even bigger than the first witch's. Sonia asked her the same question. The old witch laughed and said, "Do you want to become the prince's bride?" Sonia said, "Yes. If I find him, I surely will. Please tell me the way." The witch said, "I don't know more than you. But take this diamond apple and ride on my diamond horse. Then search for the fairy of the wind, whose wings are decorated with diamonds. She can go everywhere. Maybe the fairy of the wind can help you." Sonia rode the horse for many days until she reached the house of the fairy of the wind. She asked the fairy the same question, "Please take me to the palace far beyond the moon and sun, where my prince lives with his stepmother, and where the princess with the long nose is forcing him to marry. The fairy of the wine said, I have gone there once. But going there needs such strong speed that I may burn out. Still, you are a brave girl, and I like to help you. Come with me. Sonia flew with the fairy of the wind into the skies, as if she had grown magical wings. Storms rose in the seas, and everything froze with cold. At last, she reached a huge palace. The fairy of the wind said, Brave girl, this is the palace you were looking for. Goodbye, I must leave. Sonia thanked the fairy of the wind and sat beside the palace wall. The next morning, she was sitting under the palace wall, holding her silver apple, when suddenly a window of the palace opened. A princess with a nose 1 foot long looked down and said, Hey girl, how will you sell this apple? Sonia replied, No gold, no silver, no jewels. If you let me stay in the prince's room tonight, then the apple is yours. The long-nosed princess agreed, took the apple, and at night let Sonia into the prince's room. The prince was sleeping soundly. Sonia tried to wake him, but he kept sleeping all night. She cried the whole night. In the morning, she was forced to leave. The next day, she was sitting under the palace wall, holding her golden apple. Again, the long-nosed princess saw her and asked, Girl, what will you take for this? Sonia replied, No gold, no silver, no jewels. Just let me stay in the prince's room tonight. The princess agreed, took the golden apple, and sent Sonia into the prince's room. But sadly, that night too, the prince remained asleep. Sonia tried to wake him all night, but he didn't open his eyes. In the morning, she was sent out again. On the third day, she was sitting under the palace wall, holding her diamond apple. As usual, the long-nosed princess asked, What will you take for this? Sonia said, No gold, no silver. Just one night in the prince's room. The princess agreed, took the diamond apple, and let Sonia in. But this time, a maid had already told the prince that a beautiful girl came every night, crying in his room, while he slept. Because the long-nosed princess always gave him a drink with sleeping medicine. The prince understood that surely the woodcutter's daughter had come all the way searching for him. He was very happy. That night, when the long-nosed princess gave him the drink, he secretly spilled it and pretended to sleep. When she thought he was asleep, she let Sonia inside. As soon as Sonia shut the door, the prince opened his eyes. He was overjoyed that Sonia had reached his palace. Sonia told him the story of her long journey, and the prince was amazed at her courage. He told her, The spell broke yesterday, and now I am human again. Tomorrow is my wedding. Sonia became worried. But the prince whispered a plan. At the wedding, I will test the princess. I will give her my shirt with stains. She is so lazy she won't be able to clean it. At that time, you come and wash it. Then I will marry you. At the wedding, the prince went to his stepmother and said, Mother, I want to test my bride's skill. Tell her to wash my shirt. The long-nosed princess rushed out with the shirt, put it in water, but the stains spread even more, and the shirt became dirtier. The prince grew angry and said, The girl who can clean my shirt, I will marry her. At that moment, Sonia entered. She washed the shirt in no time and made it clean. The prince said, This brave and skillful girl will be my bride. Then the prince and Sonia were married with great celebration, and they lived happily ever after. While the evil princess and the wicked stepmother were thrown into prison as punishment for their bad deeds. If you enjoy this beautiful story, then please like the video and subscribe the channel.